Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully y'all are having a fantastic day. Today I wanted to take a minute and share with you guys a start to finish video on how we made these concrete countertops. We used the same concrete countertops for our entertainment center as we did for the kitchen. And you can see they turned out absolutely fantastic. So I've had some comments because we do daily vlogs, which by the way, our trip to Colorado was absolutely amazing. Y'all are gonna see that over the next couple of days. I've had a lot of comments of people asking if I could do like a start to finish in one video rather than breaking it up over multiple videos, multiple days. So that's what we're gonna be doing in today's video, is actually showing you the start to finish on these concrete countertops. Hopefully y'all enjoy it and learn something. Everything is going to be linked down in the description. I want to give a huge thanks to Countertop Solutions for sponsoring today's video. They sent us all this product and we have been absolutely amazed with it. If you want white countertops, they also have other colors. This is the company to go through to make it happen. So hopefully y'all learned something and enjoy this video. Today I am starting off trying to get a section of the entertainment center done. I got the the sawhorses from yesterday, and so we're gonna lay out and I'm gonna show you guys the first step in building concrete countertops. These concrete countertops are going to be going in our entertainment center, in our living room, and we are going to be doing precast instead of poured in place. So let's go ahead and open up these Z Counterform. These are the actual form boxes. So I'll open these up and we'll see what forms we have got. I'm pretty sure it's just a square edge is what we're using for the countertop. This is what I opened up out of those boxes. It is basically a right angle, and you can pick whether you want the 1.5 inch side or the 2 inch side. We are gonna do 1.5 inch thick, and so we'll screw this down and that will give us our 1.5 inch thick. Here's our beautiful, almost finished entertainment center. It's almost been finished for like a month now. So this is where our countertops are going. Yeah. And we need them to be... What's up, boys?
I might making a roof on top.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're making. We're making a roof. So it is 19 by 55 inches, and both of them are the same. Now with this, you want to make sure you've got really good melamine, a really good flat, clean surface. And I will come through and clean it the last time before I actually start the project for the concrete. I'll come through and end up cleaning it again just to make sure that it's perfect. So what I like to do with this to get my first two edges really square is to square it off of the melamine. Usually your factory edge on these is pretty dang close. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here, measure it off, make sure we're square, and we're gonna go square off of all of that, off of the edges. And then what I'm using is just some drywall screws. These are way too long, but they're all that I got, and I wanna get this done, so I'm using them. Typically you would use a much shorter screw. All right, that is how easy it is. This is one form, completely framed out. I mean, it was like 15 screws, cut it, 15 screws, throw it together, and now we have a extremely solid, perfectly flat form that we can pour our concrete to. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this next one. Since I'm doing two that are identical, I am just going to butt that up and screw it down, measure, and screw that one down, and I'll have both of my forms completed. So that is how you build a cast-in-place mold for concrete. It's a super simple process, especially if you buy the products from Z Counterform. It comes all put together. There's another way you can do this where you take a melamine board like this and you cut it down and you make some strips and then you screw those strips into it to do similar thing to this, don't even waste your time with it. Spend a little bit of money to buy the forms. I have done it both ways, and this hands down is 3,000 times easier, and it gives a much better finish than using the melamine or building your own jigs with 2x4s or 1x2s or whatever you want to use. So definitely 100% recommend using this. Like I said, I've done it a couple of different ways, and this by far is the best way. The next step on this is to get it cleaned and get silicone all of the joints. So I got the silicone here. This is what I'm using. It's just an all-purpose silicone. This is white because our countertop is going to be white. What I want to do, now if you are doing this, there's a couple of different ways to do it. I want my corners to be squared off or barely rounded at all. You could do a big rounded edge. Now they do sell rounded edge forms, but if you wanted just a little bit of a round edge, you could get a scraper or something like that and scrape that silicone to get the profile you want. Like I said, we are going for just square edges, so I'm going to put down the smallest amount of silicone that I can to help give me that look that I'm looking for, which is that square edge. Just go back with my finger and really smooth it and push out everything that I can to give you that really clean edge. I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through the steps here. We're going to get this cleaned out. I'm going to have Marcy just kind of wipe it out, make sure we get every speck of dirt, dust, whatever else out of it. Yeah, their hose is right there outside the door. You can just get that wet too. And then we're gonna do a release agent. We're gonna try using WD-40.
What's a release agent?
It makes it so the concrete doesn't stick to the thingamajig, to the frame, which it shouldn't stick anyways, but we're just gonna put a light coat of this on to help. But we're pamming it. I'm just lightly spraying my paper towel, and then I'm just gonna run back over this.
Oh, this is a lot dirtier.
And just give it a really fine coat. And I can actually feel a difference, like where I just sprayed it and where I didn't on the paper towel. As with most projects, it seems the prep is the most important on this one. So here's the pro marriage tip for if you do projects together. If your spouse helps you, then if it doesn't turn out, they can't cast all the blame on you. So I will show you guys as we go through this, kind of the tools that we're using. This is a spade mixer, I think they call it. This is from Concrete Countertop Solutions as well. Highly recommend getting one of these from them or from your box store. It makes mixing the bags so much easier. We tried using a paddle mixer. It was awful. So you will need a drill. This is a cordless, you could use a corded drill. Your spade bit, you'll need a bucket to mix the concrete in. You'll need a way to measure your water, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so basically what it says is you want to mix your water and your dye pack first. So this is the dye pack that we are using. They have a couple different dye packs. We wanted the widest countertops that we could get. So it's one of these white dye packs to one bag of concrete. And we're gonna mix all of these bags up individually as we go, rather than mixing all at once or something like that. So Marcy called an audible and she's like, don't we need to put something down so we don't drip everywhere? And the answer is yes. It is can be a very messy job. So we're gonna go ahead and mix 3 quarts of water with our dye pack, make sure that's mixed really well, and then we'll add our first bag of concrete and then mix that really well. Now the key part with this is make sure you get your measurements all as identical as possible because you're mixing colors and concrete multiple times. And so the key is having uniformity in color. I don't know. I would guess 6. Yeah. Now this step in the process, once you start mixing, you want to do all of them as quick as you can because, here, do you want me to close that? Yeah. Start getting bugs in here. You want to do it as quick as you can. Golly, you went right up my nose. You want to mix them up as quick as you can so that it doesn't set up on you. Now you're going to have working time, but we found the quicker you can go, obviously the better. Ready? Yeah, I gotta go grab that. No. So you'll think that it's too dry of a mix, and then it will suddenly just like go liquidy. And that's normal. You hit the breaking point for the concrete and it turns into liquid. Yeah.
Oh, look how satisfying. And it kind of self-levels too a little
Yeah,
bit.
it is a little bit. So this will be nice. What I want to do is get the first one. I got mud all over my hand. Get the first one to cover the whole top so that way we don't have any difference in color no matter what, because it's
Okay, yes.
all one mix, one pour.
Do you want me to get started on the second one?
Yeah. I mean, you know, just film. That's all right. I mean, I'll be done here in 60 seconds. Also going to try and get some of the
Bubbles.
air bubbles out at the same time. And as I work it into the corner, making sure that I'm not trapping any bubbles.
And that
You just
fill
bounce
the
it.
corner.
Beautiful. I mean, this stuff does spread like no one's business. It does really good. Okay, let me see your phone. I'm gonna go grab the.
So there's this like little handle he can put on the drill to like stabilize it, so then it goes like this versus like trying to go like this. And so we're gonna attach that. I think it goes right here on his drill. And it honestly makes the world of a difference. When we did this like a year ago, we didn't use that for half of the time, and it was just so hard. And we did it, I think, 3 different nights because we had the 3 different countertops. And on the big slab that we had to do, we did it 4 times because we did do a testing square. This time we didn't do a testing square, so I hope it turns out. I really hope it turns out. What do you guys think of this season of The Bachelor? Well, technically it's The Bachelorette. I was Team Sam until I am no longer Team Sam. I
No
guess
luck.
this is what it feels like. Oh,
Couldn't find it. Oh well. We don't have, I mean, how many do we have? 5?
just Just let me know how I can help.
Guess you can dump that if you want.
Oh, I can mix and you dump.
Keep it down at the bottom, don't ever come up. Oh no, I got some clumps. Definitely a lot less stressful. Wow, is it really only 2 bags per? A lot less stressful doing it this way than pouring them in place. I feel like pouring them in place, there's kind of a lot more going on.
Yeah.
So it's 2 in just a little bit.
Yes, because here
I don't have to worry about flattening it.
you don't have to worry about. You don't have to come in every 30 minutes and trowel it, huh?
Once we get it, we're good.
Oh, that's so nice.
But this is leveling better. We definitely learned our lesson on our kitchen. This is leveling already. That's leveling way better than ours ever did in the house.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is.
It could be a little bit wetter.
Well, I think we're mixing it a little bit longer, which is helping it to break. I think last time it was like, just get it in, get it in, get it in.
Yeah.
And so we were having issues. That water's cold.
Yeah.
Another tip with this is cold water and cold concrete, which our concrete isn't cold, but our water is. So the bigger the pour, the more ideal you want your stuff. So you want it really cold. Same process over and over and over again.
Again, he's gonna trowel this first layer so that it's all consistently the same color, the same bag of mix on the top.
All right, y'all, we're on our last bucket here.
I'm so excited.
To finish this pour off.
And that is why we put paper down.
Yeah, you're right. I totally spaced that.
Congratulations, Crandall.
Why is that?
You've officially broken your shipping container.
It's officially broken in, huh?
Yeah, it's your first project.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Not sure it was quite worth it, all the work that you did for this one project. You know.
It's one of many.
But one of many.
So the key to any good concrete project is vibrating it. So we've got this huge vibrator right here. I'll show y'all. That we've used on all of our different projects like this. I'm gonna go ahead, unplug the AC.
Whoa! It got so much brighter.
So much brighter. It's because that window unit is pulling so much power.
Oh,
and
no.
here's the
Our power
vibrator.
bill's gonna be up the wazoo.
So, y'all, this is a Stinger vibrator. It's usually used for like foundations or posts or things like that. It is overkill for this, but it's almost not overkill because it does a really, really good job. I'm gonna put my AirPods in because it's going to shake this whole container.
Bye, everybody.
Marcy's gonna plug her ears, I guess.
No more. Can I walk out? Was that allowed? You don't need me, right?
No.
video's been going for an hour. I don't know if you guys can see it, but where he vibrates, it bubbles the air out.
See, I'm glad we're not doing this top side finished. It's a lot more work to do that.
Yeah, I am the bugs.
And the bugs. Yeah.
Is that it?
Can you close the door?
Me?
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
Well, I'm headed out. Randall is gonna finish this.
Yeah, I'm gonna just finish vibrating, smooth it off a little bit on top, and we'll be golden. What time is it?
10:30. Oh, no, it's only 10. It's 9:50. I'm gonna go get in the shower so we can shower.
All right, sounds good. Love you.
Love you too.
All right, y'all, they are completely finished. You can see I got them smoothed out, cleaned out, got most of the air bubbles out. Now there is a step that I did when we did our kitchen, but I forgot to do in here, and that is if you actually get the stinger, and before you dump the concrete into the form, if you'll stinger the bucket, it will get out 90% of the air bubbles, and then when you pour it, and you redo it, you're gonna get like the last 10% out. So it gets all of the air out of the cement before you actually pour it, which saves a ton of time on the backside. And it's a lot easier to stinger it when it's in the bucket rather than when it's on the table. So that's kind of the easiest way to do it. I didn't do it this time because I just spaced it. But after doing it, I was like, oh yeah, that's how you get most of the air bubbles out. Do it in the bucket and then on the forms as well. But I got it really vibrated well. I think we're gonna be happy with how that turns out. Like I said, this top, this is the bottom. You'll never see this side. I'm gonna go ahead and turn in for the night, and we will be back out here probably in 2 days to take these out of the forms. They're gonna dry really fast because it's gonna get so hot in here. That's another reason why I did it at night, is so it had time to cure before it got hot. I mean, it'll have 8 hours before it gets hot in here, which it'll be set up by then. But then we'll be back out here in 2 days to bust them out of the forms and bring them in the house. So if y'all aren't subscribed, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that here in just a couple of days. Check out how these countertops look though. They look absolutely amazing. You can see they actually pulled away from the form a little bit, which I think is going to help to take them apart. Kind of the plan of attack with this is to get these taken out of the form, check them, make sure that they're how we want. There's a little bit of finish work we got to do with them as far as getting the edges cleaned up. All I'm doing here is starting on one side, and we're going to work our way around this entire mold, take out the screws that we put in. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Looking pretty good. A couple little air bubbles, but not much. In case y'all were wondering, the temperature is supposed to be 105 degrees today. And I am hoping, fingers crossed, that today is the last day above 100 for us in Oklahoma. It's been 105 basically the entire last week. It's been pretty miserable to do anything outside. So we're really hoping that we're pretty much past the hot weather. Now it's the next 10 days forecast. It's still 95 degrees, but 95 is way better than 105. Ooh, that edge looks pretty clean, pretty clean. My question is how easy is it going to come off of the actual, the melamine here? Oh! Y'all, it ain't even stuck to it at all. Heck yeah, that is exactly what I want. I'm going to try and stand this thing up. it's heavy. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Now, y'all can't really see anything on there, but that is absolutely perfectly flat. Just gorgeous. That turned out better than I thought. That is, I mean, it's so smooth. Oh, that's fantastic. The edge, the silicone, and I can just come through, rub that off, pull that off. It really doesn't stick too bad at all. And then you can see this rougher edge, it's got some, not chipping, it's got just kind of a lip from where the concrete kind of went over the mold. So what I've got is some diamond polishing pads. Let me pull them out and show y'all. And we're basically just gonna go roughly over that with those diamond polishing pads to knock off that edge. Check this out. So Z Counterforms Concrete Countertop Solutions, they also sell diamond polishing pads. Now they've got a couple of different versions of this. This is the handheld diamond polishing pads. They've got the different grits, 150, 60, 300. I think we'll go 150 here. Yeah, that should be fine. I could go with a coarser one, but I'm not too worried about getting it. And then it's got this handheld pad. You just take this and it attaches with Velcro. So now I can just take this there we go. That edge is cleaned up perfectly. Now this top edge that I siliconed, it doesn't need anything. It's pretty much perfect. So these cured for 2 or 3 days out here, and now we're just pulling them out. We wanted to make sure, because these don't have any mesh reinforcement in them, that they had really solidified and gotten solid to the point that we could move them and not have them obviously fall apart, crumble, break, anything like that. So we left them in here. It got really hot in here too, which I don't know if that helped or hurt the curing process. But they seem to be really, really solid now. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish knocking down the edges on this first one here, get it all cleaned up and ready theoretically to install. And then I'll move on to that second one. Come take a look, Mars, see what you think of these.
Why did I just do that?
You were already inside. But I said when we do the boys' bathroom, we'll have to put all of the boys. You go on this side, I'll go on that side. The biggest thing is I don't want it, well no, it's heavy, but I don't want it to crash down. But I don't really know how to not let that happen. So don't grab like all the way on the edge, try and grab in as far as you can.
Can I slide it?
Yeah. Once you slide it enough, it'll just kind of tip and you can grab it from that side. Ready? It's not terrible with these people. It feels smooth on that side, huh?
It's freaking hot.
Yeah, it's gonna raise our house temperature. It feels pretty smooth. I haven't looked at the...
My makeup's dripping off my face.
I haven't looked at the other side to see how it is, but...
It feels smooth.
Yeah, it feels smooth. Ready? Set.
It feels lighter.
You just got stronger. Let's go see what this looks like, Marcia. Are you so excited?
Yeah.
I'm really excited to go put this in. Abby, I'm locking your door, buddy. No! Yeah, you're not being obedient. Stop.
I have my knee under it.
Okay, now just gotta get that. Now slide it forward.
Are you clear?
Yeah. You can come down a little bit. What are we? Oh, we just gotta go down?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
There we go.
Okay. Should be able to. You're going too fast.
Okay, am I good to push or not?
Yeah. I mean, hold on. Well, because it does need to go this way still, so. Did it, Mars? Oh my gosh. That was headache and heartache. But we did it. And I don't think we even really damaged it. Because that corner gets covered anyways. Just go all the way against the wall. Okay, go back. Good, forward. Go, keep going. Okay, now you can set your side down probably. Okay. Now just push, push. Keep going. Push. That one fit better than the other one.
Ready?
Yep, you're good, Leo.
So
So much fun.
I've been sitting on the couch for the last 30 minutes being like, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Which,
Well,
granted it did, but you did.
I just got the problem out of the way.
We're not gonna, this is a dumb question, but you're not gonna like glue this on.
No, I'm not gonna glue it on. It ain't going anywhere. Plus the top will come down.
Yeah,
Like the board
and
will come
sit.
down and sit on top. So yeah, no, we don't need to glue them down at all. We're really excited that the countertops are in. I hope y'all are excited. Go down in the comments. Are you excited to see some progress on this thing? Like actual progress? I am. Even though it was like 3 steps forward and 3 steps back and 1 step forward today. But that's all going to change tomorrow. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all tomorrow.